getting up this morning. Yeah, the NHS and the police are hiding information about my assault, and uh, yeah, I'm asking questions about my doctor's notes. As I find that I found out that it's somewhat key inf- information, like main information, needs to be put on doctor's notes. Um, and that basically tells people of my situation. It's almost like a miniature version of your your record, and it's got to have a small amount of detail about your injuries. And yeah, I examined my doctor's note, and there's a section within within it which says the function and effects of your illnesses, health issues. And so I've asked for some information on that because they've left it blank. And so yeah, at the moment there's no information on there, and they're not willing to respond other than to say that there's an alternative way of asking for that information. Because I also said about it, there was the clinical narrative, where there's no clinical narrative on there. It just says about like vaguely what I'm going through, which is pain in my back, pain in my shoulder, pain in my neck, and that's not gone away since the injury. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing some more protest. Um, and so I'm gonna need everyone's prayers, and I'll try and get some video for you of it. But video is really not gonna be my priority. But yeah, there's just a bunch of racists. The NHS, the police, they're just on this racist agenda towards the white people. Um, and yeah, there's obviously a lot of white people that have white guilt, and so they feel that white people got to be um, left out. They don't deserve to have rights and things like that. And so yeah, it's disgusting. So yeah, with the NHS, they tried rage baiting me this week with all of this, with all the news. Um, um, yeah, my thoughts go out to thoughts and prayers go out to the loved ones and families of Henry No Nowak. That's horrible. What he had to go through, um, and that he's not no longer here with us. Um, because he was arrested, because he was treated like a perpetrator and not as the victim. They instantly disbelieved anything that he had said, and yeah, they didn't give him the help that he clearly needed at that time. Uh, and yeah, like there's going to be more of that in order for the police to stay in the game, to stay like getting praises from the uppers. They need to be producing these body cam footages of just pure nastiness that's going on to the white people. So yeah, it's really not nice. Um, and yeah, so yeah, the NHS has been rage baiting me this week, trying to get me to don't know, cast them out or something, um, or get myself banned uh, over medication that I ordered that they just refused to give it to me, trying to tell me like what tablets I need to take when I go to sleep. Um, and so yeah, like they've now reduced they've now reduced my tablets again. It's like it's so stupid. Um, at the moment, yeah, I get 1 month of tablets each time I go there, but that's not everything. So like some tablets I get 10 days. So the phenagrin and the what's the other one? Amitriptylines and the what's the other one? The tramadols. Um, it's like 10 days, but then everything else is a month. And so like they were just like just trying like just the pettiest thing um of like of quantities. You're gonna get this many quantities of this tablet, this many quantities of that tablet, and at the end I just had to walk out because I just knew that it was like the lowest of like the lowest thing that you'd think they try to like I don't know, yeah, like get you upset about. I wasn't even upset. I was just like, yeah, fair enough. Like, fine, I will order those tablets more frequently. Whilst like I see people go out of there with bags like that are like huge, and so I'm thinking, oh, I wonder if he got 3 months of products whilst I'm there with like with the one month of products. Like, um, yeah, NHS, and so yeah, they're hiding details of my assault on the medical notes. On the medical notes. Um, on the first one, it said assault. That was the very first medical note, and yeah, it just said assault. It didn't say anything about how I was assaulted, what injuries I had. It just said assault. And then I said to them, "Well, why is it not saying assault anymore? Like the first one it did, but it also didn't even say like what my injuries are." And yeah, there's no further action. Uh, silence. It's just so I go silent with them, like with their appointments, with their expectations of me going to appointments, taking part in their investigations. It's reached a brick wall, and so the only fighting I'm doing is exposing it all. Like now, it's just gonna be waking up people to this evil, wicked people at the NHS and in the government, and yeah, like it's gonna take more of us people to get hurt in the process uh, of this shift in this United Kingdom. Um, yeah, welcome everybody. I hope everyone's good. Uh, I've got the poster if you wanna see it. Just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, I got it. Hmm. So yeah, it's ready. Um, and I've taken it out one time already. Uh, and yeah, so I'm gonna do some more. trips with that. With this, do some more trips. Uh, obviously, it's backwards. You can't. Uh, yeah, I can't switch it around unless I go into StreamYards. Um, and then yeah, let me be able to flip the image around so that you could read it the correct way. I know when you're reading that, it's like back to front. Uh, but yeah, so yeah, when I did have that, when I did go out for that, it was only like 40 minutes, maybe 50 minutes, and I did speak to one old elderly couple, and they were just asking about it, like what was going on, and I said, oh yeah, the uh, government's gone crazy um, with the racism, and that yeah, people just have to claim evil white racists, and then they don't need to they don't need to uh, do anything to protect the white people, or to like take any action against injustice, um, that they were clearly evil, white, and racist. And yeah, the elderly couple were like saying how they were just talking about this uh, like earlier that day. I guess other examples that people see of people getting accused of it, and what that can do, and a lot of the times it's not even real. It's fake, and so it's not nice to tell lies on people, and it's even worse when you're not being believed, for the things that you're saying. Because there's a lot of times you're not. Yeah, it's just it's bad. But people need to be aware of this. People need to keep talking about this, and to just share with everyone that everyone now is not treated the same under the law. Um, that people are now being treated differently based upon their race, and that's wrong. It's not what we fought freedoms for in this country, so that they can then be taken away from us, from false information, um, and not even good false information. It's just blatantly obvious that um, that that is false. And that's not to say that there is racism from the whites, because there are people that believe in white supremacy, and I think that's wrong. I think people that have got a negative image of brown people is wrong, because we've all we've all made England what it is today, and now that we're fighting each other, this is just what they want. They want from us is brother fighting brother, sister against sister, um, and just take our minds off of what God has done for us, um, and yeah, God has a plan. So yeah, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out today and talk about the NHS, how they've let me down and continue to let me down. We talk about the police and how they just ignored me for 10 months. Gave me no update about my case. Didn't take action against the perpetrator at all. Like they took no action to gather evidence, and so it's absolutely horrible. Um, dealing with the police, that you cannot trust them, you cannot tell them anything because uh, they're just gonna use it against you, um, and yeah, make you to be a perpetrator when in fact you are a victim in a case. And that's just terrible, and it's just going to create a lot of violence. It's going to cause a lot of tension, and uh, so let's hope they reverse a lot of these, because as quickly as these things come into place, they can be uh, reversed. But the fact that they've even put these things in just shows how much they're about causing chaos as opposed to seeking answers, because the answers were there previously. They just so they don't need these new laws. They don't need these new ways, new modern eyes on how we're gonna um, control the the lesser, control the smaller groups. But yeah, I can't believe how much the police um, abused that case and abused me during the time that um that I was thinking they'd like be taking care of it, but no. And so when it went to court, even the courts, the way that they were set up, it was almost like my word was on the line in the case, which is like, yeah, it's just mad how much they just set me up for that situation, um, and that they knew that they weren't like they weren't actually trying. And so I've gone through the complaints process. Oh, why don't you go to the independent complaints commissioner? I've done that, and they told me where to go with my complaint about the police. And so I've taken that then to the higher ups, to the Crown Court, um, and so that's currently with them, with what had gone on, and yeah, um, so yeah, I have no ideas of my injuries, and yet I, I suffer immense amount of pain each and every day, um, and so I take loads of like painkillers and stuff, and like you could just you couldn't imagine what um yeah the stress it is like doing stuff, and then like yeah, now I'm gonna have to put myself on the line because they don't like the free speech. Um they don't like when they're proven to be wrong, and they're proven wrong countless amount of times. Um, so yeah, pray for me. I'm gonna be going out today and doing some protesting, and make people more aware of my case, my story, because uh, the media is not gonna give it to you, and so I'm gonna share it, and then who knows, you might see protests. Justice for Dan Kershaw. Justice for Daniel Kershaw. Yeah, but yeah, madness. This government is against us, uh, and so yeah, like what what else? Oh yeah, so they obeyed. rage baiting me, and obviously, yeah, like I got the receipts, like, I could sit and we could listen to receipts, of many people that are the things that they've said and not said. Um, so I mean that's coming up at some point. It's not right now, but at some point, yeah, there'll be receipts. Uh, oh, and 111. So like yeah. So how did you know about the fit notes? So with 111, like they want to access my medical records, and so they're like looking at it, and they're asking me like, oh yeah, well like what are your issues? Like what can we do for you today, sort of thing. And I'm like, well, what do you know? They're like, oh well, it says here, you got this pain and you got that pain, and so like, I'm like, no, but like, what does it say? And like, yeah, she's all she could say was osteoarthritis. I was like, is that it? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay, where? And she couldn't. I think she said, oh yeah, the cervical. I was like, is that it? It's just like, well yeah. And I was like that's not right. Well, can you tell me? And I was like, why have I got to tell you? Why have I got to tell you my injuries? You're 111. Yeah, but this would make this a lot easier. It's like, yeah, no, it would, but like, why didn't you have the information to hand? Why are you asking me for it? And it's because it's not on my doctor's note. Um, and I think that's basically what they can see is like the last doctor's note on the record. And and YouTube this morning, I tried setting up a stream. This is like the third time of me putting up a stream. It was like blacking out and all sorts. But yeah, as the commenter said, like yeah, we need ICE in this country to start deporting these people, because now that these people have this, like they're just gonna just use it, aren't they? Like, and so it's just gonna cause a whole bunch of violence. Um, from people's freedom of speech, or people's just protesting because of narratives and stuff. Oh, but yeah, it was Henry Nowak. So yeah, the guy that did it, um, they gotta cut his hair. Would that be his religious freedom taken away from him in jail when he gets a buzz cut like mine? Um, oh yeah, I guess with how much they've been like put up on the hierarchy, um, they probably like let him keep it. Maybe. Yeah, I think in army you don't. I think army you get it taken off. Like if you want to join. Um, but then again, it's just Starman's army. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna walk around with my ceremonial cross gun. It's a gun that's shaped as a cross. It is my ceremonial cross gun, so that I can show people how like so the instrument that Jesus was crucified, and I smoke my my enemies, like evil wicked people. um so it's like a two in one thing. Um, and obviously, yeah, like we don't want to. It's purely like as like a self defense thing, you know. Just it like it folds into it's a gun, but it folds into a cross. I think um that would that would, that would be classed as religious. Um, or like a Bible gun. Like you just push a button and nah. Yeah, yeah. What else? What else? Yeah. So it's like it's just been a complete waste of time with the NHS. Because now we're in June. We're 6 days away from 2 years. Since the incident. Um, and yeah, like yeah, they showed me nothing. No, they showed me literally nothing of my injuries. Like they've taken scans, they've taken X-rays, um, not like multiple scans. So MRI, this the CT scan, I think it was called, um, the X-rays, and they've seen all this and they've examined it and they come back with nothing to show. But then they said like, oh, you got osteoarthritis in your neck. So how am I supposed to even believe that? How did they know that? How did they see that? They haven't said. So they're looking at my images of all my injuries and they're not telling me what they are. So yeah, I'm not expected to work, but I'm expected to give them sick notes um, to say that I cannot work. But then even the sick notes, I call them out. But like, there's no information about my assault on this doctor's note. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's not supposed to be on there. Yeah, it's not. It's supposed to be somewhere else. And that was the end of the message. It was like, okay, you gonna tell me where, how? So the information and commissioner's office is the next step. Um, which I should have done it sooner. But yeah, information and commissioner's office, unless they're racist now, um, then they step forward and do their bit, you know. But everyone seems to be racist now. So watch out because people are looking to please the racists, and yeah, and if that's having you dismayed and beaten up on the curb of the street, um, but yeah, so yeah, I've got all these injuries, and yeah, they want me to go back to their meetings. They want me to go back to their conversations. They want me back at the table. No thanks. Uh, like you've already ruined it, and yeah, so it's time to protest. It's time to protest. It's time. Yeah. So we're gonna go out. Oh wait, someone joined us. Oh, I'm gonna go make some coffee. I'll probably just leave this here. Uh, I'll probably just leave that there. Oh, I'm gonna go make some coffee. Okay. Oh, I can't. I can't. I get the frame. I this one wants to be. No. Alright. Well, that way. Boom, 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 boom. I think it's clear enough. I think it's clear enough. But like that's just the perpetrator. Like so when you look at that, that's just the perpetrator that committed the original offense of brutality and robbery. He took my phone, um, and then there was also the work coach who who created disorder in the first place by saying like threatening of the police to have me removed or have Jeremy over here have me removed from the building, and obviously his name's not it's not Jeremy, it's Coyote. Uh, so I've got just one picture of Coyote here. There's obviously the other work coach, and then the two officers involved because that was their case. They tried setting me up with another officer, Danielle McEwen, whatever her name, wherever she was, supposed to be running the case, which she wasn't running a tap. Um, I don't even know if that was not even funny. But anyway, so yeah, and then there was like their uppers who they were listening to, instructing them to be evil, wicked, and corrupt. Uh, and then you've got Dr. Reese Stevens. He's the GP. That's in charge of all of this treatment or ill treatment, let's say. And then obviously his minions, or like, maybe not his minions, but like there's other people that are like being restrained. Yeah, there's like a few of them that have to be watched, like in my presence, or it's either they need to be watched in my presence, or it's like they're watching me. I'm not sure which. Like, there's definitely some watching going on, but I don't know. I don't know if it's because they're watching me or if it's because they're watching the person I'm with. Because like I think it's happened twice now. Um, I turn up to an appointment and then there'd just be like an extra person there, just kind of just staring, just staring, just staring. Oh, that's just delicious. Mm. The first one of the day. Sorry, I got my bikes. Got my bikes over there in the corner. Right, yeah. So yeah, there's gonna be more processes today. I was gonna try and find that video, try and find my phone, but I've done like a little video of the first protest. Um, and yeah, I'll tell you, it was in the end. So I didn't have very far to go. I was like protesting in C Mills, but uh, yeah, I needed to do more. I need to get the message out there. Um, get people woken up to this, because yeah, if it can happen to me, if it can happen to me, it can happen to you. Uh, and we don't want it to happen. Like we don't want no more. The thing that like we don't want any more people to die at the hands of evil racists. Um, so yeah, we're gonna have to keep speaking up about these things and uh, and not give it up the fight. If it means giving up my freedom, like so be it. Um, and yeah, like they really just want like the smallest thing from us, and that would be like it for them. So yeah, just don't try and don't incite violence. You know, don't incite hatred. Um, but even when you're out there with your John 3:16s, you're doing a sermon. Uh, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much for them. You know, they don't want to hear it. They think you're talking about abortion because you're a Christian. Yeah, madness. Yeah, no John 3:16s, please. No. But yeah, anyway, uh, I think that's clear. If you guys think of a better sign, leave it in the comments. 'Cause obviously that's just me. That's for me. Like that's enough. You know, that's enough. I don't need to. Like, I'm more than happy to communicate with people. Fill in the blanks, fill in the detail, or send them to my YouTube channel, which I haven't done, but I will try to do. Like go to my YouTube, the Book of His Amazing Truth and Grace. You'll go on YouTube, and Lord willing, it should be there. Uh, uh, and yeah, like obviously, I don't condone any violence. Um, I don't want anybody to go get into beef with the job centre. I don't want anyone having trouble with the NHS on my behalf, like or the police, like. Uh, but I mean, I'm sure that their policies are like they're getting enough of it as it is, like craziness. And it'd be great to get these people out of office and yeah. Uh, and yeah, I haven't done any recording. I will stop the recording for the UAPs and music videos. Um, yeah, put it down. Finished with um, the open firmament. 5% battery. Let's get some battery then. I want to hopefully finish this coffee before we finish the stream. Oh, but hey. So so yeah, look out for me today. I'm gonna be out there protesting. Hi, hey, welcome. Hello. Mhm. Yeah, welcome everybody. Oh, yeah, looks to be a nice day out there today. Uh, so I'm gonna spend some time over by the doctors um and just keep walking about different places to to share this story. Mm, but yeah, the job centre in Shire. They haven't got back to me yet. I've made my complaint. It should be this week because they said 15 working days. Yeah, so I'll look out for a response. Oh, mm, oh. But yeah, man, evil white racists, bad boys are coming for you. Yeah, this is a compromised government. Yes, sirree. And yeah, try to be patient with them all, give them an opportunity, change their ways, uh, before having to take action. And so, yeah, now that they've had the opportunity, uh, is where I'm able to draw up like have a look at like case to be reviewed or like lawsuits. But yeah, but when you've got a policy which basically says people are treated differently from the law, uh, can that be triggered even though it wasn't in place at the time? Because they delayed and delayed until it came forward and then they took action. It's like, is that how it works? Or is that just how you want to make it work? Like, I don't know. But yeah, loneliness is just going crazy. Um, the amount of shops that are being robbed on a daily basis for their products. People look stressed in them shops. I go get my food shopping, and I take a few trips to the shops because I can't carry nothing too heavy. So by the time it starts to get heavy, I'm like, I got to put this on my bag. I put this on my bike or something, like, because it's just it hurts my back, it hurts my shoulder, my neck, and so yeah, I got to do small trips, like I keep them multiple trips, uh, and yeah, sometimes to see if there's anything on account which cheap is not what I need, and then um, stockpile. It's a little plenty, but yeah, what was I saying? I don't know what's going on. But yeah, like can't carry like I used to be able to carry stuff. Just basically like 2 weeks shopping in one go, just carrying these like huge bags back with all the different stuff. It's loads when you think about it. Like, but like yeah, two. I was trying to get it down to like 2 meals a day. Um, so then sometimes like 1 meal a day, 2 meal a day, 3 meal a day. At the moment, I just kind of been keeping it with two and threes. Um, and yeah, it's working. I'm also not taking certain medications in the evening if I'm not eating enough. And basically, it sent me to A&E. Not even just like the one time, we're talking several times. Uh, and the one time it was A&E twice in 1 week. It was painful. Stomach pains. Um, was pretty much it. And it'd be like just horrible pains. In the gut area. I just wouldn't go away. Now bearing in mind that everything else in my body is numb. Um, because of the medication, it's got not like numb. It's less sensation. So it's not numb. Um, numb. Um, but yeah, it's not. Uh, but yeah, like as no as nothing's being diagnosed, nothing's being done about diagnosis. Um, and yeah, nothing's being done about my well being, and so um, that uh, and yeah, that the freedom of speech is dead in this country. It just sits it just lets you know that the police are gonna come and do some shady stuff, and it can't be trusted. Um, yeah, like who would call them in a time of need? Like, would friends like the police? Like, who needs enemies? Leave it with that.